What's up, peeps? It's me again, and I'm back for another exclusive interview podcast edition. So, our special guests for today are no other than Lazydev, the game developer of ChainCade, and Arcade Hero, the lead developer. So, guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, so let's get it on with the questions right now. So guys, could you introduce yourselves and share how did you get started into the crypto, blockchain, DeFi, and NFT space, and what inspired you guys in creating and developing ChainCade?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and start. This is Arcade Hero, and I am the lead developer of the ChainCade project. I've been in the crypto space for some time, I would say about 2016. As an investor, mostly, I've worked alongside other projects as far as helping with community management, marketing side of things. And I decided to start my own project with ChainCade, and that is kind of how we are here today. Some of my inspirations for that were just kind of like my own experiences with retro arcade games, the nostalgia of it. And I guess I saw a good opportunity for that to be introduced into the crypto space. I didn't really see any ideas similar to it at that time. I thought it was an amazing idea. Not too long after that, Playtearing kind of blew up, with the rise of some other projects. That was some of the major inspirations, was just my own experiences with retro arcade games and the idea of bringing that to the blockchain.
All right. So, hey guys, I'm Lazydev. So basically, I started investing in crypto back around in 2019. I wasn't much active in the space, basically. This is my first time actually working on a crypto project with ChainCade. I am mainly a game developer, but recently I've gotten into blockchain development, and we have our play to earn system going, and I'm the person behind it. And the reason that I chose to work with ChainCade, I have previously gotten offers from a few projects to work on their systems, to work on their games. But I quite find the idea of NFT games specifically a little gray, because it's not that always everybody wins, and that's why I decided to join ChainCade, because this is unique. We have a system where not only someone who plays well wins, or not only someone who has a lot of investment money to invest, not only they win, but everyone gets a chance. Everyone wins, and this is a system where it's not like if you win something, if you earn something, someone is losing it, because we will be basically selling product, which is entertainment. And I think that entertainment is actually the most wanted product or service in the human civilization, because when you have everything, the most important thing that you seek after that is entertainment and fun. And I think in current scenario, in today's world, games are the most efficient way of delivering that.
All right, so thank you so much, guys, for introducing yourselves right here on YouTube. Okay, I hope that the subscribers would enjoy listening to our podcast right now. All right, so let's go now to the next question. So, guys, what is currently the mission and vision of ChainCade?
Okay, so I think our game dev touched on a lot of that just previously. So some of the things that we're looking to do is obviously bringing something fun and entertaining to the space, and also as well just a overall different experience. So we want to bring that nostalgia back of the arcade, and some of the things that many of you will remember doing, like going to the arcade, putting your tokens into the machine, winning cool little prizes, and just enjoying different variety of games. We want to bring that experience. We want to bring that to you in a digital form via blockchain, with different experiences like our virtual lounge and our ChainCade SDK, and just many different things that we want to bring to the table. But most of all, that's it: to bring something fun and entertaining to the blockchain space and bring back the nostalgia of the arcade.
All right, so thank you so much for sharing to us about the mission and vision of ChainCade. Now, on to the next question. Could you guys explain how do we earn some cryptos by playing some games on ChainCade like the MoonWar?
Right, so let me explain this one. So basically, the arcade will have multiple games. Right now, there's MoonWar with Chainman coming around the end of this week. So what happens is you play these games and you earn tickets, just like you would in an actual arcade. So you earn tickets and you accumulate tickets throughout the week. Everyone does that too. You can see how much tickets there are overall, and you can see your own tickets as well. Now, your reward is based on how much tickets you have earned. That's one method of earning. The second is leaderboard, leaderboard jackpot. So the ticket reward system basically works in such a way that there is a 10% transaction, there is a 10% tax on every transaction, right? So 1.5% out of that, it was previously 1%, but we increased it to 1.5% after introduction of our jackpot system. So 1.5% of that goes towards rewards. Now 1% of that is basically for ticket rewards. Now 1% of that week's volume basically goes to everyone who has played and collected tickets. Now your reward depends on what fraction of tickets did you earn. So if you have earned, let's say, 1% of overall tickets earned by all the players, this is a hard feat to achieve. Well, let's say if you have earned 1% of it, then you will be winning 1% of that reward pool, which is basically 1% of the volume of that week. That is ticket rewards. Now, secondly, there's the leaderboard jackpot. Every season, a season lasts for 7 days, basically 6 days of playing and 1 day of updates, reward distribution, anything like bug fixes, etc., and new games being added. Now, every season, one or two, or depending on our current state of the project, multiple games will be selected for a leaderboard jackpot. Now, in every game, there will be a jackpot, which will be basically top 10 players as of right now. Top 10 players, top 10 scorers in that game. At the end of the week, they will get BNB rewards. The ticket rewards are also in BNB, but jackpot rewards are basically much higher rewards just for particularly 10 people. $425 in BNB is distributed based on the last two seasons. The top players, the top scorer wins $100. Second, third, fourth, and fifth win $50 each, and then the sixth to 10th win $25 each. That's basically two ways of earning BNB as of right now. There are multiple more ways of earning that are coming up on the arcade, and our system will be fueled by volume, and our system will be fueled by product placement, which will be non-intrusive ads. So basically, you will be seeing an ad, but you will just not be noticing it. It will be just like you're walking in a real world. Just imagine you're hanging out in the arcade with your friends. You don't have anything to do right now, particularly you just want to have fun with your friends. So you call your friends, you go to the arcade, you share your code with them so they join in the same arcade, basically in the 3D lounge. Now you're hanging out with them, you're sitting on the couch in there, and then you see on the TV, you're just talking, and then you see on the TV there's just some NFT games advertisement coming along. Now these products and all of these things will be selected by us based on how legit they are. So basically, you watch so you're just hanging out with your friends, and you see on the television some advertisement from some NFT game. Now it did not intrude your gameplay. It did not intrude how you were hanging out. You were just sitting, just like in real life, and you saw an advertisement, and that's how reward pool will also increase based on that. You were just, let's say, you're just sitting in the arcade, or you're just moving around. You're just playing some table games. Since in the PvP room there will be multiplayer games, right? So you're playing ping pong, let's say, with your friend. On the side table, you see a drink, which is just like a drink can with the product placement on it. That also adds to the reward pool. So basically, it's just not going to be that it will be 100% dependent on volume, or if the project is seeing a bad time, or if the market is seeing a bad time, we will not see too good of a rewards. Once the project reaches that level, we are visioning a future where rewards are plenty, even if we completely remove our tokenomics, the ads and partnerships and trades that will happen inside the arcade, and trades that will happen inside the 3D lounge. All of these would be enough to give much more rewards than we are seeing currently.
Okay, Lazydev, thank you so much for sharing to us on how we earn some tokens by just playing games on ChainCade like the MoonWar, because I myself have been addicted in playing MoonWar recently. Last night I did surpass my all-time high. I was almost at 700,000. But I I saw some Filipino players that already reached like 1 million in their score. So it was really addicting, and I'm so excited about this game. And speaking of this game, okay, for every game that was introduced right here on ChainCade, there are exclusive NFT drops for players. Now, my question for you guys is, are there some sort of qualifications needed in order to get these exclusive NFTs on ChainCade for the newly launched games?
So, no, not necessarily. There aren't any specific qualifications or anything, but how we plan. There's going to be a lot of different ways in which we approach NFTs. We haven't just reached there yet in our roadmap. We do have, as far as some artwork and things that we have in mind to use. We've created some already, but they will be available to to anyone on the BNB space, the Binance Smart Chain space. And we are looking at things like giving them in-game abilities, such as ticket multipliers, and some other ideas. So just to throw some around, maybe like, for example, if you're playing MoonWar, maybe one could have like an extra life feature or something along the lines of that. But they will be available for purchase on a marketplace, and there won't be any specific requirements in order for you to be able to take advantage of them.
Yeah, so basically our NFT drops are going to be like really limited. So like, as let's say 500, basically 500 NFTs in one drop. So for example, the MoonWar collection is the upcoming one, which is the first one, and it's going to be on the BSC network. Anyone can buy, anyone can sell, people can bid, and it depends on the rarity of the NFT, right? It will have in-game attributes, and it will be randomly minted, so it will be based on what you get and what in-game attributes it has, basically. So if I just give you a little spoiler, so basically, for example, the NFT collection will have ships that have multiple attributes which are randomly generated. Some have some unique backgrounds, some have unique wings, and all of these things. So, for example, wings will determine how fast can your ships go. If you have a rarer background, that means your game will go a little slower, so you will have more time to kill the ships. If you have unique lasers, your laser will deal more damage, and basically all things like that. And based on that, the value of NFT will be determined by the market itself, and anyone can buy and sell as long as they want. And the initial cost will be fixed. So I think anyone can buy as soon as it's launched.
Okay, so thank you so much for that, guys. But I have a follow-up question regarding about that exclusive NFT drop. Since you have mentioned that they are limited, do you have some sort of whitelist or something?
If we are dropping like a limited edition, so that's why I mentioned that we have a few different ideas as far as what we're doing with NFTs. Some won't be as exclusive of a drop as others, right? We may take a different approach with that. If we ever do a limited drop and that's the plan for us, then yes, we'll consider something like a whitelist or competition in order to take advantage of that. Absolutely.
All right, Arcade Hero, thank you so much for that. Okay. All right. Speaking of the new game, I see that Chainman is going to be the next one. I have a question for you guys. Could you give us a small hint about your upcoming ChainCade game called the Chainman? Like just a small hint?
Yeah. So basically, actually, Chainman has been out before. It was when we actually just had launched, and we were not yet on our own servers, and we did not have we weren't on our actual servers, which we are right now. So that's why it's been removed right now, and it will come back this week. But Chainman was actually out. It's basically a Pac-Man inspired game which has a similar gameplay concept, but it sort of has a story of our own mascot, which will be the Chainman. And Chainman, this first game is just like a beginning of a trilogy. Like actually, that there will be 3 Chainman games, and the 2 of them we will release more details about them. And Chainman will have its own story, and there will be comics on it. Like there will be comics on on the stories of Chainman. All the games will be interconnected, relating to how everything is happening and why everything is happening, or why Chainman is being chased by the nightmares. And basically, that's how we are going around it. That is, Chainman will have 3 games. First of which one is just Chainman, and that is a Pac-Man inspired game.
Oh wow, so that game looks exciting to me, so I'm really looking forward to that. I can't wait to play Chainman, by the way. All right. On to my next question. I see that ChainCade games are limited to a single player type mode, but will you be introducing multiplayer and PvP type games on ChainCade in the near future?
Yes, definitely. As you can see in our roadmap, within the first, within the first roadmap itself, that is Arcade World, we have two multiplayer games planned. One of them, which will be PvP, and another one will be P plus P versus E. Basically, since I have been a gamer most of my life, so I know that people love playing games when they can actually play together with their friends instead of against someone. That's the thing. So there will be PvP games when you will be able to play against people. But there is also one game. I can't release the details right now, but there is one game that we have planned, and we have document and everything ready. We are getting the artwork ready, in which basically you will be able to play with your friend against environment conditions. Basically. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
All right, so thank you very much for that, Lazydev. Okay, I'm looking forward in the near future about those multiplayer games. Okay, my next question for you guys is that where are you guys based? By the way, if you don't mind.
The team is actually based all over. I myself am in the U.S. Lazy is in India. There's people in the UK. We have some in Canada. Like our team is based all over. So the team was the team initially, as far as who I got started with, was in the UK and the US, and we've expanded, added additional team members, and we have team members in all different places of on the globe at the moment.
All right, Arcade Hero, thank you very much for that. Now let's go to the next question. Some of the play to earn blockchain NFT games that I've played before are having daily quotas or only earning a maximum percentage of our total earnings. Now my question for you guys is that does ChainCade also have a daily limit on how many tickets we earn?
So no, there won't be a daily limit on the amount of tickets that you can earn. But I guess more importantly, like a lot of people would like to know, like as far as what rewards will look like based on those tickets. I would say, because the model is very volume dependent right now, that it would be based highly on that. So the amount of time you decide to spend on how many tickets you want to earn is something to take into consideration. The project itself is, I like to, when we have a conversation about ticket earnings and I guess you can say how much you can generate from playing our games, I like to remind investors and players that the project is not solely a play to earn project. So as far as the type of rewards available and everything, it is important to look at the entire project when considering how much time you want to spend on earning tickets, to weigh, I guess, time versus reward.
So our target is creating games that are actually fun. We are just beginning. We're just starting. You have seen things coming out. It's been it's been barely 2 months since we have gotten on our feet, but you've seen things come out, and our main goal is actually to basically deliver entertainment in every way possible with our games, with our hangout. So we want people to actually enjoy our project, to enjoy our game, to have fun in the arcade, have fun playing games. And just as a side to that is BNB earnings, which are volume dependent. There is no cap on how much you can earn. This is basically, you have fun as long as you want. You want to grind and earn more. You just go hit for the high score, hit for the maximum tickets you want. Just like last season, our top players, two of them earned more than $130 in a week. So I think that's, and both of them had invested less than $50 at that moment. They have earned, they have basically bought more CC, obviously, because they see that, yeah, it's working. But yeah, that's something to keep in mind, that we want people to enjoy our games, and while they are enjoying it, we are giving them rewards. And this is our sole mission, not to basically create an environment of, oh yes, there are so many rewards, but actually to create an environment of, this project is really fun, the games are really fun, there is way to earn as well. There is way to showcase your skills. If you are a coder, if you are a programmer, if you are and if you are an artist, if you are a music creator, you can actually collab with other people on our actually our platform, which will be called Cade Collab. You will be able to collab with other people, create your own games, deploy them. Basically, we will publish them on our own arcade, which is the blockchain arcade. We'll publish them there. You'll be able to earn revenue from them as well. So it's basically we're looking at a whole ecosystem of fun. That's it.
All right, so guys, thank you so much for explaining to us, regarding if we could earn unlimited right here on ChainCade, since you don't have any daily quota. So this is gonna be exciting, especially for those who are listening to our podcast right now. So let's move on to the next question. Okay, some of the play to earn blockchain NFT games that I have played before are unsustainable because of the reward pool depletion that made them keep doing changes like every single week, long maintenance, other dramas and stuff. Now, guys, could you tell us how ChainCade could sustain your in-game economy in the long run, like keeping the reward pool healthy especially when more and more players are gonna buy tokens and play these games?
Yeah, so
Yeah, absolutely.
when more and more players buy, basically the volume goes up. And when the volume goes up, our reward pool goes up. There is no way, absolutely no way to abuse our reward system. So basically, that's the main goal of ChainCade. We want to deliver fun. We want to deliver the ChainCade SDK. We want to deliver the ChainCade platform, the ecosystem. And that's why we don't want any of these hurdles which come with play to earn, that is like unsustainable reward system. That's why our main goal was to create a sustainable reward system. And if you look at our reward system, it's based on 1.5% of the volume. So it can't be abused in any way possible. Our reward system will be sustainable all time, even when we incorporate a non-intrusive ads. Even then, basically those will add to the reward pool, but nothing will go out of it, or nothing extra will go out of it. As for the taxation and etc., you only get taxed when you buy ChainCade. That is 10%. After that, you get PNB rewards, and we pay the gas fees out of the 1%, which is like outside the 1% that you basically is the part of the reward pool. So we don't take the gas fees even from the reward pool, and basically we pay you in BNB. You don't get taxed on that, and you can basically cash out your BNB or buy more ChainCade or buy anything with it. You buy anything you want to do. The only tax that get put is just when you buy ChainCade, which is 10%. That's it.
Right, and to add to that, as far as sustainability, right, kind of what we've been touching on this entire interview on, like that the project is it just going to be solely focused on its play to earn model. While that we want that to be an amazing feature of the project, and want our users to be able to play games, earn rewards. The basis of the project was the arcade, and having this arcade experience. We want to be able to deliver it in other ways, in ways that other projects aren't delivering that experience. We have the volume-based rewards, but we're also exploring ways in the future to increase revenue through NFTs, and different aspects of the project, our SDK, and we're looking at different ways in which we can generate rewards, and give those to, while also being realistic and sustainable. Like we definitely do not intend to for rewards to be necessarily something that is super lucrative. It can be, right, if there's a nice stream of volume and other things going on, but the goal is for it to be realistic and sustainable.
All right, guys. So thank you so much for explaining to us regarding how you're going to sustain ChainCade in the long run, especially the economic side of it. So I'll be looking forward to that. All right. Now, on to my next question. Does ChainCade have any plans in launching your own game app, which could be maybe on Android and iOS, for the sake of those who can't afford to have a desktop or a laptop?
You can actually play our game inside phone browsers, as people have been playing. In fact, I think there's like three or four people in our jackpot leaderboards have been from mobiles. So yeah, you can play on phones, Android or iOS, since it's a web-based project, it's a web-based platform. You can play all of our games on your web browser, be it a phone, be it a PC. Some people even have been playing on the smart TVs.
All right. I have a follow-up question regarding the browser. Do you have any specific browser for us to use? Because I know that there are some browsers for mobile devices that are not compatible. Could you share that to our listeners right here on our podcast?
Yeah, so the best way, the most, like the smoothest way to play any games on ChainCade platform will be you either choose Chrome, which is a stable browser, or you choose something along those lines. Some people have been using Yandex and Kiwi browsers as well. But here's my favorite, which is you use Chrome to access our website, then you go to the game, click on Wallet Connect, and it gives you three options, which is MetaMask, Wallet Connect, or Taurus. You choose Wallet Connect and then click on mobile, and this will give you two options. If you have MetaMask installed on your phone, it will, like, basically you don't click on MetaMask, but you click on Wallet Connect and then choose MetaMask. That will connect you to your MetaMask wallet from inside Chrome. Then you go full screen and then you enjoy the game. That is the smoothest way of playing games on ChainKit platform. Other people have been using Yandex browser and Kiwi browser with their MetaMask extensions, and that has been smooth as well. I won't recommend Trust Wallet because Trust Wallet has not been the easiest to connect with in some cases, basically.
All right. So thank you very much for that, Lazydev. Okay. Now, on to the next question, guys. All right. Recently, there are some cases of play to earn blockchain NFT games getting attacked by various hackers, intruders, etc. Now, my question for you guys is that how can you ensure the community that ChainCade is safe from these attacks from these hackers and intruders?
Right. So let me just address the elephant in the room first of all. When a project grows, it's 100% prone to hackers, 100% prone to attackers. It's going to happen. It happens. But if you look at ChainCade, none of our games have transactions in them. When you connect your wallet, you will see that it clearly tells you that we will only take your wallet address. The wallet connect is just to verify that you own this wallet. That's it. If someone completely hacks ChainCade, the most that they're gonna get out of it is just wallet addresses. That's it. Which, as you know, is not big of a deal because everyone just keeps, like, we always give our wallet addresses around whenever we need to receive transactions or anything like that. So the most harm that a hacker can do by hacking ChainCade is basically get wallet addresses. That's it. If they try to hack our games, the most they can do, our games are very secure right now. We have been and that's why Chainman has been delayed because we've been working on the security of our backend, making sure that no one can hack our games from the front end or the back end. Even then, if someone, because since this is a cat and mouse game, so if someone hacks our games, they cannot hurt our system since it's a volume based reward system, and basically the most they can do is earn a lot of tickets, which everyone else can too, and people will still get rewards, and they won't be able to harm us as much as they would want to, or as much as they could to any other project. We will recover in any case or in any scenario. So I just want to say that everyone can rest assured the most that can happen if the worst scenario, if we consider the worst scenario, that someone will have your wallet address.
Okay, Lazydev, thank you so much for sharing to us. How are you going to combat these hackers intruders with your security measures for ChainCade in order for the game not to get hacked or something like that? Okay. Let's go now to the next question. I see that you have a game developer program. Now, for the sake of the game developers who are listening to our podcast right now, could you guys elaborate more about it, especially the benefits for those who are publishing their games to be playable on ChainCade?
Yeah, definitely. So basically, we call it the ChainCade ecosystem. It's basically an ecosystem for players, investors, game creators, artists, and music creators and streamers. Yeah. So basically, for game creators, if I talk about the game developer, let's say let me give you an example here. Let's say I'm a game programmer. I know how to code games, but I'm not just I don't have good enough artistic skills, or I don't have access to good music for my game or sound effects. I go to our platform, which will be called Cade Collab. I go there, I look for an artist, and I look for a music creator, and I can like basically I can tell them specifications, which will be like whatever revenue that our game will get, you will get this percentage of it. Basically, it will be like an offer. Now, someone who is an artist, they will be shown, like if my request includes a request for an artist, all the artists will be shown my request. They will see if it fits their needs. If they think that okay, I just need to make this and this, I just need to make these art assets, and I will get this percentage of this game. They can choose to accept my offer and join my team. That team will be just for that one project. They can, so basically they collab. That's why it's called Cade Collab. Now they collab and they create that game. They basically use ChainCade SDK, which helps them make sure that their game will be compatible with our ticket system, with our arcade, with our NFT system. So the ChainCade SDK will make sure that they can do hassle-free development. They can just focus on their development while we handle the arcade part, we handle the blockchain part. That will be our main goal. So then they create the game, and then they submit the game as an entry on the arcade. All the games that will be submitted to the arcade are displayed on a voting page. Now, players here can actually stack their ChainCade to vote which game they want to see as a play to earn game next on the arcade. And based on the winners of the votes, we will choose which game basically come to the arcade, and whatever amount of ChainCade that players spend in voting, all of that will go to the creators of the game, as well as when players play the games, a fixed volume, like a fixed fraction of tickets that will be earned from those games. Based on that, a fixed revenue will be given to that game, and basically they will be able to share that revenue. And sort of only the players who want to play the game and enjoy the game and still want to spend on it, only that revenue will go to the game creators. There will be, like, basically we don't want anyone to lose anything. We just want people to purchase stuff, that is purchase entertainment.
All right, so Lazy Dad, thank you so much for sharing to us regarding the game developer program for ChainCade, and hopefully that those of you who are listening to our podcast right now, especially game developers out there, you should be excited about this one. Okay, now on to the next question. Guys, who are your current project partners and investors on board with ChainCade?
Yeah, so we are actually in talk with partners. We don't have any official partners as of yet. So as far as private investors, neither that, right? So this was a true startup. It was the team and I. We didn't have any private funding. We ran a pre-sale, and that is where we started. So there weren't any private investors on board. Just a public pre-sale. And as far as partnerships, we are establishing them as we go. We've had talks with different projects about partnering, but haven't moved forward with any because we're looking for some that are truly valuable to us. We've had talks with Chainlink regarding using their Oracle for randomization and things of that nature. But yeah, we just haven't found a true fit yet. So we're still looking for. We're open to partnerships. I suppose if another project was listening and thought it'd be a good fit to work with us, then hey, feel free to hit us up.
And
But
definitely a shout out to ChainSafe. We have been using their SDK for the Wallet Connect, so they have been a
Right.
great help. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. We'd be using ChainSafe for that. Right. But as far as like a true partnership that we've announced, none as of yet.
All right, so thank you so much, guys, for sharing to us about the partners that you're working out right now. On to my next question. What are the challenges that you and your entire team are facing right now, and how you guys overcome these challenges?
I would say, hands down, the biggest challenge right now is going to be exposure. So, the team and I are definitely delivering on everything that we have, set forth and over delivering. We had a roadmap in place. We recently changed that roadmap to be more in line with everything that we are doing now. But the biggest thing is we can do the developing. We can bring out the best games and have even great rewards, but we definitely need users, right? We need people to play the games. We need people to check out our ecosystem and want to be a part of all of that. So exposure is definitely probably the biggest hurdle right now, and the market doesn't help much. That things are kind of shaky and not really have found their ground yet. I guess the way that we want to, or at least amongst my team and I, what we discuss often is just staying the course. Right, we're going to continue doing what we're doing, continue building the project and making it very appealing to our investors. And of course, on my end and my team that helps me with this is looking for strategic marketing that is effective, right? So like reaching out to different communities and continue trying to build that exposure so that we can get more eyes on ChainCade.
Okay, Arcade Hero, thank you so much for sharing to us the recent challenges that you guys are facing and how you overcome them. Now let's move on to the next question. Now, what are the future plans of ChainCade that would excite the community even more in the long run?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think we touched on a ton of them, right? I'm sure Lazydev will jump in, but there were like I'm very excited about the virtual lounge, right? I think that's a pretty cool feature. I know tons of our users, especially in the Philippines, are excited about player versus player. I know everyone wants that, and once we get to that, I'm sure that's going to be something that's very popular. Yeah, and I mean, just the idea that we are.
And as you can see right now, like if you look at the entry point for ChainCade, it's just 5 billion, which at current price it's like $10 to $15. So you can just invest that amount right now, and you can within a week you can earn $50, $100. It's there is no limit on how much you can earn back, and the investment is just 5 billion ChainCade, and you can just take it out anytime. But I personally think that the biggest benefit for any players, any investors who are investing in ChainCade is it's going to be a very good investment. I want to press on this word because people keep misunderstanding us as just a play to earn project, or sometimes even just a play to earn game. People think that we are MoonWar. It's not MoonWar. We're ChainCade. We're going to have a lot of games. We're not just going to be play to earn. There's going to be a lot of entertainment. There's going to be a whole ecosystem of players, investors, creators, and streamers. And it's going to be a big journey. It's going to be a long journey. But one thing for sure is it's going to be a safe and good investment. And I think that's what the market is lacking right now, is like everyone's running after like insert a word and then Doge or whatever. Like people are running after green candles, and many people are getting hurt by this. Many people, someone's earning, but yeah, someone's losing at the same time. That's something that hurts me. That's something I don't want to see. I want to see blockchain to be accepted as a real world technology that's going to be useful to the human civilization. And that's why I think that we're going to create a system that even when regulations come along, which should, we're going to be there, and we're going to be standing there holding the torch for blockchain gaming. And that's why I think that players should be happy the most by investing in ChainCade, seeing us do our thing, and by playing our games.
All right, so thank you so much, guys, for sharing to us about the future plans that you have for ChainCade, especially the Filipino community. And by the way, I would like to make a shout out to ChainCade Philippines Facebook group, Telegram group, and Discord group. Okay, so you guys are amazing. I'm really looking forward to that.
They've been awesome. They've been selling a lot lately on TikTok, Facebook, etc. So yeah, thanks to them from us as well.
Yeah, all right. Now, let's move on to the next question. Okay, nowadays, a lot of crypto, blockchain, DeFi, NFT, and play-to-earn enthusiasts out there are investing in a lot of projects. However, the majority of these projects are struggling to maintain their ecosystems respectively. As a result, they only lasted for like a month or even up to a year if they are lucky. Some of them are seeing their token price getting dumped. Others would say that they have failed to meet the goals and expectations from their investors and communities. Assuming, guys, that you've introduced me to ChainCade for the first time. Now, my question for you guys is that, could you give me a reason why ChainCade stands out from the rest and why we should not be missing this out right now?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, right? So just after we discussed, right, so all the plans that we have in place, with the virtual lounge, the SDK, the future game plans. A lot of projects don't even have more than one game available for you. I mean, that's one thing in itself. But I mean, I think definitely if we, I'm sorry, I'm a little out of breath. I just went to go get my charger. My computer's about to die. But yeah, we have like so much in store that I just feel like that alone, puts us apart from the competition. And not just that, when you look at a project and you're deciding whether or not you want to invest in that project, you should also be investing in the team. What is the team doing? I think if you look at our team and what we've done so far in just 2 months, you'll see like a very hardworking and dedicated team. So to me, look at those things, and look at what we have in store with our roadmap, what we've accomplished so far in that roadmap. I just think, as far as like the play to earn space and DeFi game, I think we're doing a ton more than a lot of the existing competition.
Right. And let me add to that if I'm being blunt. So basically, we see a lot of projects right now which are just, they get a game from somewhere and then they basically do a pre-sale. They even run for some time. Let's say some of them even run for 2 or 3 months with huge rewards by basically giving away almost all of the volume to just players. And basically, it looks like these projects are just being made solely for the purpose of developers making money. That's it. Like, just solely for that purpose. So what happens is, you will see is that players come along when they see like, okay, yeah, we can earn that and that. They don't care if the system is sustainable. They don't care where's the money coming from. They just get on board. They enjoy the game or not. They don't care. They enjoy the rewards, that for sure. They enjoy the rewards for 2 months. They stay there, and then the team gets tired because it's the same game. It gets tiring, and some of them just decide to run away. What happens then is that the players who invested, some of them, or maybe even most of them, got back their investment. They earned some amount, or let's say a good amount. The investors, the actual people who invested thousands of dollars in those projects, they are the real losers there. They actually lost money in those projects they invested in there. There were no reflections. There were nothing like that. A major part of that transaction went to the reward pool. The price kept decreasing because the system was not sustainable. The team ran away. Who got hurt? Only the investors who invested real money in it, and they didn't get anything out of it. That's the main thing.
Right. I definitely think we can at this point just add into the core values of ChainCade sustainability. It is and has been one of the most important things for us, is that we are sustainable. Just to circle back to the original question, and that we are also realistic, right? That we're giving and we're maintaining a sustainable, realistic ecosystem. Our investors and players alike are benefiting from it, and that people are most of all enjoying their experience that we're providing to them. And like overall, I just feel that those things and our plans are definitely what is going to separate us from the competition and keep us going in the long run.
All right, so thank you so much, guys, for sharing to us on why we should not be missing out ChainCade. Okay. All right. Do you have any advice that you could share to our listeners and subscribers before investing their money into ChainCade?
Oh yeah, sure. I feel like I'm repeating myself often, but I mean, just basically, I feel like everything we discussed up to this point is a great reason, right? So we are working on amazing things. We have a bunch in store. Just take a look at our roadmap. Go ahead onto ChainCade.com. Scroll down to the bottom. Our roadmap is there. See some of the plans that we have and that we've already completed.
Right. So let me continue that. So basically,
yeah, go ahead.
To any investor, obviously, I'd say that do your own research, of course. So like the first thing you should do is go to ChainCade.com, look at our website, look at our roadmap, look at our tokenomics, look at the arcade lounge video of what we have in store, and then go to our Discord, talk to the people who have been with us for the last 2 months and ask them what our plans were 2 months ago and did we achieve them or not yet. Because people have been with us and they have seen that we have delivered and even over-delivered on what we said. And now that we have come out with everything that we are going to be bringing on the table, we have updated our roadmap so people can go and see that. And I basically, the advice that I want to give to the investors is, and the players likewise, is if you are a player, trust me, you're going to enjoy ChainCade games because we are not afraid of working hard. We have been working hard for the last 2 months. We have been seeing, we haven't been seeing a lot of attention on us because there are projects that are doing much better in terms of rewards by basically, they don't, like, I won't say anything more about other projects. Basically, we have been focusing on sustaining our system and making sure that the arcade is an ecosystem and not just a single game. So we are not afraid of working hard. We'll be working hard to make sure that our games are fun. We keep updating our games. We keep updating our arcade. We keep updating our system. But our core values remain the same, which is that as a player, you will enjoy our games and you will still earn BNB rewards. And as an investor, just look at our roadmap. Just talk to people who have been with us and just see and watch us what we have done so far and what we are going to do and what we have been doing and are doing, and then see if we are a good investment or we are just a quick in and out. That's it. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, definitely. And we welcome everyone to join our socials. We're on Telegram and Discord. We have a Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook profile. So definitely, yeah, join our socials. Do your own research, of course, with any investment. Take a look at the project overall. The podcast today, we discussed a lot of the future plans. And yeah, and I definitely think that I'm passionate that ChainCade is right now a hidden gem that has not truly been seen yet. And right now it is a great entry point. It's cheap. The market is down. It's exactly when you should look for those projects that are, have that super potential to make you some substantial gains.
All right, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our special guest for today. Okay, coming from ChainCade, the game developer, Mr. Lazydev, and the lead developer, Mr. Arcade Hero. So once again, guys, thank you so much for your time here in the show. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for having us.
Thank you.
All right, and I would like to also thank all of our listeners and subscribers here who are tuning into our podcast right now. So if you have any additional questions that were not yet covered in our exclusive podcast interview, feel free to leave a comment right here on my YouTube description. So once again, guys, I'm inviting you all to go to the official website of ChainCade and check out their official social media channels. All right, and one more thing, peeps, I'm inviting you all to smash the like button, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for you to stay notified about my latest videos and interviews regarding cryptocurrencies, blockchain technology, decentralized finance, NFTs, and blockchain games. And you can also follow my social media channels right here or in my YouTube description. Okay, guys, so from my freaking home studio, this is Jeff, aka Nomad Fury, and see you all on my next video. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys.